Hey you guys, it's your girl AJ, the Glamour Witch, and I'm back for another video. So as you guys can see by the title, today is going to be a talking head video where I'm going to share with you some of the potentially hidden side effects that may be unexpected, may be negative around practicing glamour magic. This is not a fear-mongering video. This is not here to deter you, but to give you some insight on some things that maybe you wouldn't expect to come about as a result of your glamour magic journey. So we're gonna dive into all the things that I've seen in my personal practice and all the ways that glamour magic has kind of shocked me and surprised me that maybe I would have liked to have someone have shared with me at the beginning of my journey. And so because I now know all of that information, I'm gonna share it with you. So if you're interested in learning more, just keep watching.
Come and cast a spell with me. Come and cast a spell with me. Come and cast a spell with me. Oh, come and cast a spell with me.
As you guys know, people use glamour magic to enhance their self-confidence, their beauty, both inner and outer, to attract attention, to amplify recognition. And these are kind of the basics of glamour magic. I actually have a video here on YouTube talking about all of the benefits of glamour magic. It goes much further than just beauty and attraction. There's a lot of really powerful and transformative energies that come from doing this work. But most people use it starting out as a kind of self-love, self-care practice, which is a fantastic way to start doing glamour magic. But today, I'm not going to necessarily get into all of those benefits. We're going to talk about the hidden side effects and the hidden maybe caveats that come with doing this work. First thing that I want to talk about is how your relationships will be changed and affected when practicing glamour magic. I spoke about this in a video that recently went viral on my TikTok. If you're not following me on TikTok, you should. We have fun over there. But I spoke about this on my recent TikTok where I shared about how if you have been living in a state of low vibration for a long time, meaning you have not been operating in your most confident light, you have not been taking risks, you have not been really putting yourself out there, you're probably surrounded by people who also are at that same place with you because like attracts like. And this is not to say that there's anything wrong with the people that you're friends with, but you may start to see that some of your friendships will be affected by the glamour magic working. And what does that mean exactly? So one of the side effects can be that you will find that some of the people in your life will not appreciate this level up or this increase in your confidence, this increase in your power. They won't appreciate it, not because they don't love you or your relationship was never genuine, but it will cause them to examine themselves. When they see you transform before their very eyes and up-level your energy and become more confident, it will either inspire them to do the same in their own life, or it can irritate them because it means that the part of you that they became friends with, the part of you that they know and love, the part of you that they resonated with, the part of you that made them feel comfortable no longer exists. You have alchemized your insecurities. You have transformed into your truest self. And this can be very upsetting and disruptive for the people around you who know you in a certain way. And if they themselves are feeling inadequate, if there are things about them that they're not happy with, and they see you transforming and changing and growing and having the confidence to take charge of your life and go after things that you normally wouldn't go after, it can upset them because they're thinking like, well, who does this bitch think they are? Like, who does this person think they are? Like, you know, they're clearly acting like they're better than me and X, Y, and Z. So it doesn't necessarily mean that that's true and that that's the case. And it doesn't mean that you've actually done anything wrong. But this energy will force the people around you to either rise to the occasion to stay in your vibration, or they may opt out of doing that internal work, and that relationship will inevitably be exposed to no longer be something that can work in your reality. Losing these relationships can come in the form of betrayal, and it can also come in the form of jealousy. It can come in the form of people just disappearing, no longer wanting to talk to you, no longer answering or responding to your phone calls, just kind of disappearing. Do not take this personally, and don't even be mad at them, right? I think that everybody has the right to decide who it is they want in their life. And if you're not that person, do not make it a big song and dance or a Broadway musical. It's okay. People who are meant to be in your life will be there, and the ones that are not, they gotta go. And just see it as divine protection, ultimately. Losing those toxic relationships or losing those relationships that you are no longer aligned to can actually pave the way for more authentic connections. So in a lot of ways, this is a benefit to Glamour Magick and not necessarily a downside. Number 2 on the list is attracting the evil eye. Now, if you don't know anything about the evil eye, I actually have a video here on YouTube talking about the evil eye and the effects of the evil eye. The evil eye is people who send you jealousy, malice, envy, even if they're not intending to, but they are gazing upon you with this evil eye, right? And it usually stems from, again, insecurities. It can stem from them being jealous of what it is that you have, what it is that you're accomplishing, the attention that you're getting. And this can come from everywhere and anywhere. And when I say everywhere and anywhere, I mean that, okay? It can come from family, friends, coworkers, people online that you don't even know who are viewing your content. It can be from any and all directions. It could be when you're at the grocery store. It could be your mail person. It could be anywhere, right? And this is not to make you paranoid and afraid, but this is just there to remind you that one of the side effects is going to be stirring up jealousy in other people. And it's not necessarily about your beauty, your physical beauty, or your attractiveness. Sometimes it's just about the energy that you create in a space. People can feel that. And if they don't feel like they're getting that kind of attention or that kind of response, or maybe they're just irritated because your vibration is making them feel like it's bringing attention to wherever they're at in their life, they will become frustrated with you and they will make it your problem, okay? I'm dealing with the bugs here. The sea of bugs. Okay, so one of the things with Glamour Magick is it is like a moth to a flame, right? It brings people's attention, it pulls their focus towards you, and it can really allow you to command a room. It's not just going to be positive attention. And no matter how many rituals that you do, setting an intention that only positive energy comes to me, the truth of the matter is it's not realistic. We do not live in a fairy tale fantasy world. This is real life. And the energy that is coming at you is going to be negative sometimes. And that's okay. You don't have to be afraid or shy away from experiences or opportunities or standing in your glow merely because people are going to feel some type of way about it, or you might have to deal with the evil eye. We here at the Glamour Witch Squad believe that any energy that comes to us can be transmuted and used for our benefit. So we take evil eye, we take negativity, we take the nasty, ill intentions of others, and we transmute it into more victory and success, raw power, prosperity, good fortune, right? If you want to give me your energy, I'm gonna take it and flip that bitch 10 times, okay? So we don't fear the evil eye, but it is something to be aware of because there are symptoms that can come with that. And again, I highly recommend that you go and watch the evil eye protection video to understand how those things can manifest. But just a few little things to note is you can feel a sudden lowering in your self-confidence. You can feel that you're being monitored, right? You can actually physically see things show up in your reality. It's kind of saying like, okay, there are monitoring spirits around you. As you rise in your confidence and your success and your beauty, you are going to attract that negative energy. And the best thing for you to do is if you get an opportunity to expose someone who is in your space, who is sending you that energy, you know exactly who to protect yourself from. You know exactly where to protect your energy, and maybe even do some spell work around to make sure that they can't drain you, tap into your energy, siphon from you, or generally stop any of the things that you are trying to plan in your life from coming to fruition. And something to remember is the universe, what is meant for you by the universe cannot be taken from you by any person. Okay, so if it is meant for you truly, it cannot be taken, not by a spell or an incantation or an ancient Bruja ritual from the 1900s. Nothing can take what God has set in place for you. And you have to remember that and not slip into fear, okay? How we deal with things like this in the Glamour Magick space is we embed protections in all of our Glamour Magick workings. When we're doing Glamour Magick protection, or when we're doing our Glamour Magick for our makeup and our hair, we add elements into there that protect our shine, right? That is something that you want to keep in mind. You want to shine bright, but that brightness needs to be preserved. So we create an encasement in our energy with protective shields, right? You can do that with your eye makeup. You can do that with colors. You can do that with jewelry and accessories. You can get a piece of, a crystal that is protective. We make sure that we are protecting and preserving the work that we're doing. That's how we go into the world and shine our most authentic light, knowing that no matter what it is that comes at us, we are safeguarded and that we can continue to do that. Number 3 on the list is personal attacks and criticisms. So people will test you, okay? When you start to do this work, and it's not just about like, oh, I did a little like Glamour Magick ritual over my makeup and now I'm a badass bitch. It can happen like that, for 24 hours or for a night or for whatever, but people are going to put you to the test, especially if they see that you keep on rising and going up, or that you're really acting much different than what they have perceived you to be in the past. They will try to test you. And this is why when I teach Glamour Magick, I teach it at a soul level and not just at face value or skin deep. Because when it comes down to the magic and it comes down to the work that this is supposed to be doing for you on a soul level, it has to stick. We're coming from the inside out. And I talk about this in my Glamour Magick Academy, which I highly recommend that you join. But we know that in the makeup world, in the beauty space, the best way to get a good flawless makeup application is through a really good skincare routine. And to have a really good skincare routine, you have to get to the root of any of your skin issues, right? So that might be your diet, that might be stuff that is going on with your hormones, that could be you need to change your products, detergents, whatever. That takes a step that is outside of just lathering things on. Now we're getting to the root cause of some of those issues, right? And Glamour Magick is no different. Good Glamour Magick, anyone who is worth their weight in gold